Hey Sagittarius, this is Love and Elevation. Sorry, my back just started itching. Okay, this is Love and Elevation with your August reading. This is a general spread, and I'm gonna be pulling a couple cards from different decks as I feel the need to. Um, I hope this reading resonates. If it does not, then try your sun, or whether it does or doesn't, try your looking at your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, or whatever sign you're drawn to get more of a clearer picture. And there are other YouTube readers who you may be drawn to, so do what you feel you need to do. I'm going to start off with 3 cards. It's called a Yoni spread, and the first cards that I'm going to use are from the Mythical Goddess Tarot. The card of pleasure just popped out. I mean, it kind of like stuck out, whatever, but the Nine of Earth just popped out, and that's the card for community. So you may be gathering with a strong group of women or people that may be your tribe, or you may be working with some people who will help you get to the next level. I don't know if you're doing a kind of like a mastermind group or a think tank or just or is it family that's getting together? But community is just about a community of people, and even if it's just you and your cat and your dog or whatever, just being in a space where you feel at home and at peace with those that you are around. So again, like I said, it's a 3-card spread. So the first card is a situation as it really exists beyond appearances. And so the first card, Saggy, that we got is, you see that? Balance. What is that? The two of wind. And so wind talks about thoughts and spirit. Excuse me. So it's a really beautiful card. It's a Libra card, like Moon in Libra. So it's like I said, it says balance. So the situation as it exists beyond appearance is saying that you are at balance. We are at balance. We're finding that balance, or we have found that balance. So whether it be a balance between day and night, work life and home life, a balance between um, hearing our thoughts and ourselves with hearing spirit or hearing God, or hearing our higher self speak to us, knowing our thoughts and our high being in tune with our higher selves, or being a balance of just a balance within our lives, like a balance of our finances being balanced with whatever that balance is, whatever or however it may speak to you, um, the situation as it exists beyond appearances is that there's balance, and that's always important, is to have balance. And then the next course of action that Spirit suggests is Six of C's, and that says pleasure. And so to me, that looks like she's just sitting back with her hands, her head thrown back, and her hands up in the air, just receiving. And it's just like allowing. Super vulnerable, just on this little small rock, not worried about a thing. Just receiving that pleasure, allowing that to just rain down on you, in whatever way that is. Whatever it is that you desire, just allowing, just being at pleasure, and just being in pleasure, and feeling that and enjoying that. And but the outcome, it says confusion. So the situation as it exists is that we found that balance, and source is saying to just be in pleasure. So don't end up going back to this place of confusion. If you found that balance, don't talk yourself out of it. Sit back and enjoy the pleasure of life. Whether things may happen the way that you think that they should or not. Sometimes if things are held back from us, then we're being protected from something. So don't allow our confusing thoughts to take over. This is the Eight of Wind. So this is a Gemini card too. So initially we were at the Two of Wind with balance. So don't allow the Eight confusion to come in and those self-defeating thoughts to take over. Don't be too confused. It's really simple. What we want is pleasure. What God, what Source, Creator wants for us is pleasure. So allow that. When we try to take control too much, we end up confusing ourselves sometimes. So, sit back when you don't have a clear picture of something, and you feel like you're beginning to try to control the situation and you're confused about it. And maybe that's where that balance is too, whatever. Okay, we've come to a place finally where we think, okay, well, I feel like this is balance, or I'm getting in touch with God, and I'm feeling like I can hear God's voice, and I know my thoughts, or I know what thoughts may be, pulling me back or holding me back in a sense or whatever. And then it's just like, but wait a minute. But what if but what if this is the right way, or what if this is, and it's just like, no, sit back and enjoy. What's the best, I think Abraham Hicks says, reach for the best feeling thought. Maybe you are in confusion at some point, but it's just like, what's the next best step? Were you angry before and now was moved up to confusion, or are you feeling confused and you need to just take a pause and just be, however, just get in tune with how you're feeling. And under the deck it's another wind card. So wind is, air and thoughts, and it's mother, creativity. And you see, that's totally different from this energy. This energy is chaotic. There's no chaos in this. It's beautiful. She's at peace, and she's able to use the knowledge that she has, the peace of mind. You see the dove on her head. It's just like seeing things from a higher perspective. Her throat chakra is lit up, so she's able to create and manifest as she sees things to be. And you have to see things, and we have to see things from a peaceful and a high perspective in order to be able to have that in our, first within and then outside of us. So maintain that balance. And if you're feeling a little wobbly, then sit back and do more of the things that bring you pleasure and peace, so that we can avoid this confusion. when we're feeling confused, then just stop and just be. It reminds me of this song by Neo, and I think Miguel does it too. It's called Just Be. And it's a pretty little love song. It's talking about just sitting back and we ain't got to do too much. Okay. We can watch DVD, baby. Or sit up in the house and just be there. You ain't gotta get cute for me, truthfully. I prefer you with no makeup in one of my t-shirts. Bunny slippers on your feet. Girl, just trying to be all up under me. On a couch in front of a TV. Baby, that's gangster. Let's just be. Baby, let's just be. Ain't gonna be no running around in these streets. Just my girl and me. Do whatever. So it's just so simple, but that's what it reminds me of. Just sometimes just be. We don't need to worry about this and that. We get that, just be, and just take a pause and see what the creator wants us to do. And if you're confusing the creator's voice with our voice and what we may want versus what we may need, then just sit back and do things that just sit back and eat popcorn, scratch your behind, whatever, and just be for a minute. Go to sleep, take a nap, and start all over again. So let me ask, there's this Abraham Hicks deck, and it's called Ask and It Is Given cards. So I want to see what's the most what card comes out for the energy that's around you based on the law of attraction, pretty much. So, what are you attracting, Saggies? What do you need to know? Let me see. Just one card for Saggies for the month of August that you should be focused on. One card for your energy. I think that's it. It says, a consistent formula gives me consistent results. So here goes the card, what it looks like. And that's number 8. And so that was the same number as the confusion card. And so let's see what this says. 8. 8 to me is infinity, the infinity symbol. So, cycles. Excuse me. So it says, like learning to understand the basics of mathematics and then having the successful experience of understanding the results of their applications. Once you have a formula for understanding your world that is always consistent, it will yield consistent results to you. So it's like I said before, you might wobble a little bit, but once you regain your footing, like, you got it, Sag. You know what to do. It's just a matter of doing it. It's a matter of, experiencing it. And that's what life is about, experimentation and experiencing things. So once you realize that something is beginning to make you wobble, something or someone or yourself is creating this unbalanced situation or imbalance in your life, then get back to the center and get the results that you're looking for. Allow the results that you're looking for to come in. I'm going to do, I'll do Kuan Yin Oracle. See if there's some guidance that comes through from Kuan Yin. Just want one card, please, Kuan Yin. Source. Creator. One card for Sagittarius for the month of August 2018. One card to focus on. This is a card, how it looks. And she's just sitting pretty. This card is to the Celestial Mountain. You have the ability to invoke divine power, to call to the Celestial Mountain so that you might be gifted with the spiritual energy you need to attain your goals. Permitting beings that love you unconditionally to help you is an expression of spiritual empowerment. You empower the divine forces that can assist you to come to your aid and help you manifest your visions. So call to the celestial mountains. Call to God, call to the Creator. You have this power within you. You have been gifted with spiritual energy. So call upon it whenever you're feeling wobbly or imbalanced, and the divine, you empower this divine force that can assist you to come to your aid and help you manifest your vision. So get rid of this confusion. When you feel confusion, bring your life back to balance by doing the things that bring you pleasure and put you in a higher vibration, and manifest your vision and go into meditation so that you can get the answers that you are seeking, and allow your visions to become real and manifest in your life. So that was your reading, Sagittarius. I hope that you enjoyed it and that it helped you to get a little clarity in your situation. I hope that you have a blessed day.